You have an awesome business idea. However, if you don't understand this, you may lose a lot of time and money. Welcome to the channel. My name is Rosh. This channel is all about finding your USC, unique success combination. And if you would like to learn more about that, well, there is a link in the description below. Check it out. Now, to have a business, you need to have a core ability, skill, product, or service. And we separate ourselves from the competition by using what we refer to as the combination code, which I'll talk a little bit more later on how you can separate yourself from the competition. But first we have to understand, is our core valuable? Do people really have the problem that we're trying to solve? You have an exciting idea for a new product or service. It's an innovation. You're going to solve a problem. But before you jump in, you need to ask yourself a few questions. And the first one is, do people really have the problem you're trying to solve? And the next question you need to ask, are people willing to pay for the problem that you're trying to solve? And lastly, number 3, can you deliver on the promise that your product or service offers? I've seen statistics that suggest that 45 to 50% of new startup businesses fail because there's actually not even a market for what the business is trying to do. That doesn't mean you shouldn't ask yourself, what if? What if you could solve this problem? And then explore the possibilities. I highly recommend you check out the last video on your unique selling proposition and your value proposition. There's some good information there that'll help you in the process of deciding if your idea is valuable. It's important to understand that having a core really is important, a core skill, because it's a lot easier to find the problems that need to be solved if you actually use the product or the service or you're highly involved within a specific industry. So think about the problems, think about the complaints that people have within your business, within your service industry, and then think about ways in which you can fix them. And there's nothing wrong with thinking big, thinking outrageous. Sometimes thinking beyond what is really possible will actually lead you to some interesting ideas. As I mentioned, it is helpful to focus around businesses around your core, because the thing is, starting a business is not easy. And as Seth Godin put it, you need to get through the dip. He has a book called The Dip, and it's really about the idea of how people who succeed make it through the dip. They move along and then it gets really tough and they get into this space that's tough to get through that most people are not willing to get through to succeed. And if you don't like what you're doing or don't believe in what you're doing, you're not going to make it through the dip. So having something that you're very knowledgeable about and passionate about will truly make a big difference whether you succeed or fail. So how do you find more problems to solve? As I mentioned, look at your core, look within your industry, but consider personal problems that maybe you have, or friends have, or family members have, that maybe you can bring in technology or a design to improve the process or to completely solve their problem. Consider business problems, consider government problems. What are some problems that you see on a regular basis that your skills could probably solve? Consider one of the key elements that we talk about on this channel, and that is the combination code. The people in the combination crew find different strategies, tactics, designs, technologies to combine with their core to help separate themselves from the competition. So you don't always have to create something brand new. A little bit of an improvement could make a big difference whether you win or lose in the marketplace. You do have a great idea. Never stop coming up with new ideas. I recommend that you write them down every time a new idea comes in your head, because one is going to stick. But before you step forward and put a lot of time and money into it, make sure that people really do have that problem. Ask around. Ask people who may have that problem, is this a solution for them, and are they willing to pay for it? And then think about how you can deliver on that promise. If you understand those 3 things, that powerful combination of questions, you have a good chance of being successful in your new business. Hey, if you found this video valuable, give it a thumbs up to let other people know it's a valuable video. And if you're new to this channel, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you're notified when I go live.